Here we go. Here we go. What's up, YouTube? How are y'all doing? I'm here on live and I'm going to go over the election and what I feel the state of this country is in right now, and how I feel about voting this year. Um, so far, it's been a roller coaster. I didn't know what to expect because when we had Biden up and we had Biden versus Trump, to be honest with you, it looked like two grumpy old men, if you ask me. And then they wanted to talk about Biden being so old and everything, but now that Biden has dropped out the election, it seems to me that the old man is Trump. Not only is he old, he's delusional and he's delirious now. And to be honest with you, I don't have to agree with everything that the Republicans say. I don't have to agree with everything that MAGA says. But y'all have to admit that this man sounds crazy. Not only do he sound crazy, I would be embarrassed of him as a president, okay? So, right now, I just got through watching the Democratic National Convention. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm fired up, ready to go. That Barack Obama said when he was running for president, fired up, ready to go. I'm fired up, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go out here and vote and stuff like this and get everybody else to vote and let everybody know the importance and stuff because a lot of people out here saying that they vote don't count, their vote don't matter, all this kind of stuff. And it's just crazy to me because I'm like, especially when you educated and you have went to college and you've taken up world civilization. Like, what do y'all go to school for? This is weird to me. Why do y'all go to school and learn about world civilization, learn about the United States of America, learn about slavery and all this kind of stuff, and then y'all say stuff like my vote don't matter? I'm like, did you pay attention at school at all? Did you go to school for government? Did you pay attention to history? Did you pay attention to anything? Actually, your vote matters a lot. So to me, people of color, black people and Hispanic and all this kind of stuff that say they vote don't matter, I'd be like, I understand you still live in a country that is not like in your favor, but your voice do matter. Your voice do matter all the way back. Maybe let me break this down to you because maybe you went to college just to get the grade, or maybe you went to high school just to get the grade, and you really did not understand the dynamics of how your voice is powerful as it is. When they released all the slaves from slavery and everything, and men were still allowed to vote, not necessarily the women. When black people was voting in the South, you know what I'm saying? They got the right to vote. Things started changing. Because why? They started voting for someone like them that came from their walk of life. What happened was when legislation started turning black, that's how the KKK came about. The Ku Klux Klan. The Ku Klux Klan was two to three hate organizations that came together to stop black people from voting. How? By stopping them at the polls. See, y'all read these books and do all this high term stuff and all this. What's up, William? Y'all do all this high, this terminology and stuff that y'all use. Let me break it down to you. Black folks was out there voting. Black people start becoming in, getting up in legislation. Things start changing, you know what I'm saying? Slowly but surely. And the white man looked at that and said, oh, hell no. Lincoln then came out here, passed this legislation. Now they can vote. We got a problem. There's too many black people in legislation. And these black people are showing up in droves. Even when they didn't have that much, they showing up in droves at the polls voting. So that's when, hi, I'm glad you eat dingleberries. That's good for you. And I know you trolls are gonna come on here and everything. Hey, I love trolls. Y'all got the right one at the right time. We can troll each other. But when black people started voting and everything, the KKK was formed to stop people at the polls by any means necessary, whether it meant um, killing them, scaring them, rape, all kind of stuff was happening. So you know what black man did back then? Vote or deal with the KKK. Vote or deal with the KKK. I think I'm going to just, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it. I'm not voting. I'm not voting. Vote and deal with the KKK. Let me reverse that. They had a choice. Don't vote. Let me reverse that because I see where I was messing up. They had a choice to not vote and be okay and just let things be the way they are and let things be ran the way they ran, or vote and deal with the KKK. The KKK was going out there. They were literally formed to stop voters from voting, right? So now you fast forward to now, women can vote, black people vote, Hispanic vote, white vote. If you live in America and you are a citizen, you can vote. So for someone of color or someone of a minority to feel that their vote don't count or it's not gonna be, you're just you're 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 keeping the dream alive of the Ku Klux Klan, which is keeping y'all away from the polls and making y'all feel like your voice don't matter. Your voice matters, and it really matters on your local government. Like I know y'all probably looked at this stuff in college, talking about the electoral college and all this kind of stuff. Who has the most delegates? That blah 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 blah. Maybe that was too much of your brain, but let me break this down to you. Your governor, your senator, your mayor, your alderman, your councilman, all of those people are straight raw numbers. Your judges, your sheriffs, your superintendent of police, your all of these people are raw votes and numbers for you to just show up at the polls and vote for people that you think are there for you as a community and as a city or as a state. That has nothing to do with the electoral college. That has nothing to do with delegates and all that high stuff to where you think that someone stole an election. Because to be honest with you, it doesn't matter who's in office if the Senate, if Congress has people in there that we can hold accountable to do the work for the people. But we do know that the person in office can be of a big influence. You still need to get out there and vote. For me, I can't tell you who to vote for. I can tell you who I'm voting for and why. Like I said, I don't have to agree with everything that MAGA says. I don't have to agree with everything that the Republicans say. I don't have to agree with anything that a racist person would say. But y'all gotta admit that this motherfucker goddamn on Donald Trump is kind of loop-de-loop, right? If you don't see that, that means that we have a bigger problem than I even thought. One thing that Donald Trump did was allowed racism to come from under a rock. It was never gone. Racism never left. Donald Trump being in office allowed racists to come from under a rock. It was never gone. Understand this. Like and share my live, please, and hit the subscribe button. But make sure y'all share my live because I be thinking that a lot of people, I want to break this down in layman terms and some, because toxicity is big in the United States, boy. If we give it to you like some juicy tea, then maybe y'all will understand why it's important for you to go vote. Racism never went anywhere. It never went anywhere. It was just suppressed. Like I said, if you go look back at my COVID video, if you go back and look at my COVID live and showing you why I retired and went on and put my paperwork in from living in an area like Erie, Pennsylvania and seeing racism firsthand in 2020, 2021 and saying to myself, oh my God, Donald Trump allowed racists to just be blatantly in your face, calling you the N-word and boy and all this kind of stuff. They were no longer scared. We out here marching and stuff. Black Lives Matter, this, that, and about Black Lives Matter. You say Black Lives Matter, everybody got mad and said all lives matter. Everybody got mad and said, oh, Latino lives matter, white lives matter. And you know what? You can have a fight cancer pink ribbon and say we're going to fight cancer. That doesn't mean diabetes don't matter. That doesn't mean lupus don't matter. That means support breast cancer. That's the same thing as Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is just saying Black lives, we're talking about this right now. You would have to wake up pretty late in the morning to not realize that all lives matter. You see what I'm saying? They like to flip stuff and everything. But being out there as an essential worker myself, being a recruiter at that time, being in Erie, Pennsylvania, I seen some things and I'm just like, how do you have Trump 2024 flags in 2020, 2021? Y'all are out here supporting someone that is very embarrassing to our nation. A lot of you people that come on here that like to troll me wouldn't be able to step into a military if somebody did the job for you. Y'all are cowards. Y'all can't do no military service. I did 21 years in the world's most powerful United States Navy. Retired. Proudly served for a country that don't give two shits about me when it comes down to the law. Right? So when y'all come on here and y'all talk y'all jab and talk y'all crap, half of y'all would never be able to do the things I did because y'all not going to step up. None of y'all are going to put y'all life on the line for anybody. Do you think the media made the racism come out or just Trump? Because I searched and searched for one thing he did that was racist. The media did. Let me tell you something about media. This is one thing that me and Trump can't agree on. Media can be very bad. We have pros and cons to everything. And media, I think media you have to watch how this thing called agenda setting, okay, and propaganda and stuff like that. Somebody can say something, and this is the problem with the United States of America right now. It could be a whole conference going on, and somebody is speaking, but then when it gets back to us, it's set up in a way for us to believe a certain thing that someone said, right? And now we're looking at them as a certain way, but then when you go research, which y'all are not going to do, which is pull back the onion to see what all was said, y'all are not going to do that. Y'all just going to go back with what y'all was shown to y'all. See, but I don't go by that. I'll go by what I heard and what I seen for myself. In order for some man to tell me to inject bleach in me, or we found that if you've been dressed and disinfected and bleach, blah 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 blah. I'm sitting up there looking at that like, why is this man the president of the United States talking about inject bleach? Are we serious right now? Are we dumb or are we just stupid? That's my thing. She's just not smart. She's just not that kind of stuff is what I'm saying. Decorum? There is no decorum in this man. She's not qualified, or this person's not qualified, or no DEI. Excuse me? Reproductive rights for women. You're proud that y'all got rid of that? My thing is, it seems like they worry about everything but the security of this country and treating people like human beings. That's what I'm saying from my own judgment of leading people from all walks of life and all different backgrounds. What qualification do Donald Trump really have to lead people from all walks of life, all backgrounds, being for the people and by the people? Y'all can answer that, then maybe I can know something, because the Donald Trump I know and the research that I've done, and even before he was president, because I did follow him on his journey of being like into real estate and all this kind of stuff, and being a big time millionaire and having money and all this kind of stuff, then the apprentice and all that. So I knew who he was, but I would never look at him as to be somebody that can run a country. I don't see him as somebody that can run a country, because he doesn't care. He says things right out of his own mouth. My thing is, it'll be great if a lot of these people that supported him can support him and there was no evidence of him saying what he say. If I look at you and I call you bald head something bitch and you get offended, nobody from around me can come around and say, that's not what he meant. You got to understand him. Or, no, somebody set that up. You yourself was going to say, there is nothing nobody can say because this man just said this to me. That is what he said. That's what came out of his mouth. And what I found with a lot of the people that support Trump is they are the best trolls in the world. They love to troll. And I think they have lied to themselves so much that they believe the stuff that comes out of their mouth, or they're just trolls like that, or either we're doomed, or either just evil has taken over or something. Thank you. Thank you, Russell. Stuff like that. Like, 4 more years, you'll never have to vote again. Why? 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 I'm gonna get to more stuff, but let's stop this right here. And if you agree to this, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Donald Trump has put all these people in the Supreme Court, right? What president in history is going to have 5 Supreme Court justices in the court under their name, right? Clarence Thomas and was it Alito? Judge Alito? Well, 2 of them are old now; they're ready to go, right? If Trump wins, that means that there'll be 2 Supreme Court justice seats open and his presidency, so he can select someone to be in the Supreme Court. Okay, so what? So what? Let me tell you how that works. Did they not just grant the President of the United States immunity? If I have immunity from all crimes as the President of the United States, and which is weird wow. And now I am the sitting president, and I make it to where y'all don't have to vote anymore, and I don't have. That's Hitler. That's basically a dictator. That's basically a king. It's no longer a democracy. Are y'all not understanding? That means that we don't have a say. He has all the say. Even though he don't live on your street, in your neighborhood, where you're from, or understand your way of life, it doesn't fucking matter. Because what he says is going to go. Period. And he has already talked about how he's going to give stuff like big tax breaks to all these rich people. It is people out there with so much money, they'll never, their grandchildren will not be able to spend it all. But they get the biggest tax breaks when you got people out here living paycheck to paycheck, breaking their back and everything, then went to school, went to college, got loans out the yin yang, trying to survive in this great country. And you're putting higher taxes on them and lower taxes on that. Like, make that make sense to keep people struggling day to day while rich people are kicking back. Where's the humanity in it? Share the wealth. Half of y'all are out here big and rich, and y'all didn't get that money legally. If you start really doing the research. Unfortunately, our country has a history of doing some crooked ass shit to keep people in high power positions. And this is why you need to vote. This is why you need to vote, so you can hold people accountable. Say, for instance, you do vote for Trump. Let's just go on a whim and say you vote for Trump, right? You still have to hold him accountable to being the president of the United States. You can't hold him accountable if he ain't got no doggone. How can you hold anybody accountable that's above the law? Help me out with that. As a man that served to another, where is your awareness and perception? I'm retired Army Ranger trained to have awareness as you. Did mama make you sassy or the Navy? Or do you have PTSD? I have PTSD, but my mama did not make me sassy. God made me sassy. It's this thing called personality. You know what I'm saying? I was born like this. Oh, don't want to say that. You know what I'm saying? Since I've known myself, since everything, I was born like this. I was born the way that I am. I've always had personality. I've always been in entertainment. I've always wanted to sing. I've always wanted to dance. I've always wanted to do all them things. And you know what I did when I was 18? You know what I did? No, you know what I did before that? When I was in ROTC and doing everything, I love service to country. I went to the military at 18 and I became a chief in the world's most powerful military organization. There are people that been in there 20 years and some of them never made E6. But you know what? I made it. You know why? Because what I do in my private life and my sassiness has nothing to do is if I can pull a trigger, put a fire out, or save somebody's life. See, that's the difference. if people understood, if a woman can be in the Navy or the Army and pick up a gun, pull a trigger, and it shoot, can a gay man do it too? What does it matter? Do it really matter? You have some people that'll sit up there and say, let me die before a gay man even help me or touch me. Well, that's y'all dumbass. Because me, if a straight man can jump in front of a bullet, jump, because I'm going to do the same for you. If my shipmate is in trouble, we don't care who's fucking who. That's the thing. We don't care who's sassy and all this kind of stuff. When a fire break down in an engine room on 1 Alpha SSDG, nobody cares about your sassiness. All we care about is number one, fire hosesman. We care about the plugman. We care about damage control central. We care about this ship staying afloat so nobody dies. That's what we worried about. Your sassiness and who you are don't mean nothing, because if I stand toe to toe with somebody that's not sassy, they can get knocked the fuck out. Still. Because y'all really underestimate everything. And y'all way of life is so brainwashed. That's why we're in the predicament we're in now with these people voting for crazy freaking folks, because y'all don't live in reality. And the reality of America is that sassy gay man can knock you the fuck out. Just like Layla Ali, a cisgendered, biologically born woman, can probably knock you the fuck out. Not probably, I know she can. You got female MMA fighters right now that will knock you the fuck out. So what is it like? So what is it? What's the problem with the sassiness? I don't get it. If it makes you uncomfortable, you can always slide up, go to the next, or do whatever you want to do. That's the problem with a lot of Republicans out here, a lot of MAGA people. A lot of y'all don't know how to mind y'all damn business. And that's why we ain't got no reproductive rights for women right now. But is there any reproductive rights for men? Can y'all stop telling these men to stop shooting these ladies up with so much semen and seed to where they're getting pregnant and having all these kids and they can't take care of them? When are we going to hold men to the same standard then? We shouldn't, because that's their fucking business. That's their life. And it's the same thing with a woman. It's weird to me that when a man can't even carry a baby and don't have to go through 9 months of pregnancy and all this stuff and labor and all this kind of stuff, all you did was laid up and screwed someone. That's how I know you must be crazy too, because like you said, we care. You are a liability, and you should be protected like women as you act. Not me. I'm a ranger. You're familiar? Yeah, I'm familiar with a lot of rangers. You familiar with a Navy SEAL? What does it matter? You can be a ranger. A bullet has no name. A car has no name. A sickness has no name. I don't care if you're a ranger or not. COVID can take you out. A bullet can take you out. A car can take you out. The inevitable is inevitable. That's how I tell y'all. That's like, Donald Trump has let me know that there are a lot of crazy people out here. Donald Trump has also let me know that there are a lot of people out here that I think y'all brain is 2 screws short of the short yellow bus. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna give it to you like that, raw, open book, uncut. Okay, you can't really cancel me. I don't care to be. You can't cancel me. So, broke and don't shut up. You got a Navy SEAL that turned into a whole trans woman. See, that's why y'all spew. Now I'm gonna stop talking to you, because you're just like Donald Trump. You spew doo doo out of your throat to your tongue and out your mouth and say stuff without any facts. When you have a whole Navy SEAL that retired and turned into a transgendered woman. So if they were broke, how broke were they? And he is a decorated SEAL. Y'all like to just say stuff. Y'all take a whole bunch of bullshit. It comes up to here and it comes out and y'all agree with it. That's crazy. That's crazy. There's crazy. Ain't no rules to the inevitable. There is no rules to life and things that happen. There ain't no exception. It was no exception. It was something that somebody did. But enough with you. Back to what I was saying. Because at the end of the day, I guarantee you, if I step to you and you step to me as a ranger and me just being from South Dallas, I guarantee you, with all your training and with everything, I guarantee you there's always a way to take you out, Green Beret. It does not matter. None of that matters. Nobody cares about that. You're in the civilian sector now. Boo. Let me get sassy since you like for people to be sassy. Nobody gives a damn about your ranger, boo. Nobody cares about that, boo. There's a walking gay person right now that will slap the fire out of you and twist your freaking mouth, boo. And you won't be able to do a damn thing about it, boo. Since it's so much sassy, how about you stick to the freaking program and go vote? I already know who you voting for, but that's cool. I'm glad I watched the Democratic National Convention. It's been on fire. I love it. The people are motivated. Kamala Harris, I'm voting for her. I can't tell y'all who to vote for. I'm voting for Harris. And the reason I'm voting for her is because from the simple fact, screw everything that, even though she is qualified, this lady done been to school, she's been into politics, she know what she's doing, she's done all that, she's held the actual jobs, I guess they were black jobs. From right now, at this moment, you got one person that cannot just hold a campaign or hold a speech without talking about the issues and what are the plans to eliminate these issues or even try to attempt to make life good for all people. And on the other hand, you got someone receiving the insults, then deflecting them and talking about what their plans are to make life a little easier or a little livable in this country, more livable, more the living arrangements better in this country. You see what I'm saying? That's Benino, you're an idiot. And you're in time now. You're in timeout. Putting you in timeout for 10 minutes, Benino. Shut up. That's y'all problem now. Is stop spewing doo doo out of your neck. But yes, that's why I'm voting for Harris because I'm looking back and sometimes I say to myself, everybody in government be doing some crooked ass stuff, you know what I'm saying? But let me look, let me see what they got going on. Trump been coming at Harris left and right. First he was coming at Biden. But when Biden dropped, now he looks like the old guy that's crazy, senile, and just saying crazy stuff off the top of his head. Every time I'm hearing something about Kamala, she talking about something that we need to be working on, things that need to be changed, things that need to be put in order when it's talking about the economy, the infrastructure, the unemployment, the, feeding motherfuckers and stuff like that, which I don't understand myself. How the hell, if you go to earth science in college and environmental science, it will tell you that there is 10 times as much food in the world than there are people, but yet we have homelessness and people hungry out here. Make that make sense. Taxing all the low class and middle class people these high taxes and taking taxes away from people that will never be able to spend all the money that they got 4 generations after they're gone. Make that make sense. And some people might say, well, that's not fair because they did what they needed to do to get the money that they had. No, they did. No, they did not. No, they did not. Because if a crooked government can give you tax breaks to make more money and you ain't paying for stuff and you also getting money illegally, you ain't made no money as a hard working man down in the middle class. You ain't no better. You ain't no better. Y'all need to really get out here and vote. Y'all really need to get out here and vote. Get out here and vote. Get out here and vote right now because it's like with all this Project 2025 talk and Agenda 47 talk and all of those things. I mean, come on. Anybody that feels like that is the right way, and there are millions of people out here that feel like that's the right thing, you really think that we should dismantle civil rights? Like, really, really look at this stuff. You really think that we want to go back to white water fountains and colored water fountains? You think we want to go back to white schools, colored schools? You really think that we want to be just stopped in the middle of the street and say, hey, come here, let me check you and stop and frisk? You really want us to go? That's what you want us to go back to? That's what you want? If you ask me, it feels like y'all want us to be hanging from trees like strange fruit. And it is people out there that's okay with that. Well, I'm here to tell you this. There's a lot of things that have changed since then. Since the time that slavery has been abolished, since the time of the civil rights movement where people were marching and the freedom riders and all this kind of stuff and the lynchings and everything, since those times, black people and Hispanic have got educated. With education and knowledge comes power. If you think for a million years that I'm going to let somebody stop and frisk me after serving 21 years in the military, you got another thing coming. Because y'all already want to kill us. Y'all already don't want us to have no doggone rights. Y'all already want to take us back 100 years. And like Kamala Harris said, we are not going back. We will not go back. We won't go back. That's why I'm voting for Kamala Harris, because Kamala Harris is speaking my language. We won't go back. The language that I'm speaking is, I am not fit to be a second-class citizen in a country that I motherfucking served. Are you serious? I still have a mother. I still have brothers and sisters. I still have a family. I still have other people that I grew up with that are black. I don't give a damn if I get a check for the rest of my life. They didn't join the military. I fought for this country for 21 years for us to go back. We won't go back. Before Kamala Harris was running for presidency and we was going through all this COVID and Black Lives Matter, I said, I cannot go back. I won't go back. So for her to it's just, oh, I guess it's inevitable for her to make that one of her campaign slogans. So that's why I'm voting for her. I'm voting for Kamala Harris just because what she is saying is aligning with my values in life, and that is we will not go back. I'm looking for equality. I'm looking for equity. I'm looking for humanity. I'm looking for survival. I'm looking for strength in our nation. That's what I'm looking for. I could care less about who is not that smart or who's so beautiful or grabbing somebody by the pussy or all this stuff. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for who's going to look out for me when I wake up in the morning at 8 o'clock to get on the road in traffic, nerves bad, clock into a clock, work all day, have a draining day, get back in traffic, get home, feet hurt, and have to open my mail to bills that are in over my head, and now I got to go do a night job and a second job to make ends even meet. That's who I'm voting for. I'm voting for the person that's worried about that. I'm voting for the person that's worried about if my sister or a woman or something was to get raped and she gets pregnant, that she has the right to take care of her body as the way she sees fit. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody that's trying to make it to where we not paying an arm and a... So Trump not speaking this. People used to always ask me, are you a Democrat or are you a Republican? I'm a Johnson, and that's probably not even my real name if you search all the way back, because of the disgusting truth of this country and the history. I know my name wasn't Johnson in Africa. And I know the Native Americans that's in my bloodline name was not Johnson. But right now, that's who I am. That's who I identify as. Me. I'm about me. And about me, Kamala Harris lines up with what I want. Half of y'all that are on the Trump side, y'all go against me. You see what I'm saying? I could care less what the fuck y'all think of what y'all do. If that's what y'all want to be, if y'all want to be some racist people, y'all want to say what y'all want to say, spew garbage out of y'all throat and, and all this kind of stuff, that's on y'all, right? My political views is who up there doing work? Who up there with the idea to make sure that people can live, eat, sleep, and live amongst each other and humanity in harmony? Mind your fucking business. That's what America needs to do. If we mind our business, we would be in a better place. Of course, we need things to keep down. I'm not voting for somebody that want to give immunity to crooked police. Yet I never said that police were bad. You could say I don't want to vote for him because he's trying to give immunity to crooked police. Oh, you just don't like the police. That's what I'm saying. Like, did y'all graduate from high school? Do you have it? No, not even high school. Did y'all graduate from sixth grade? Because y'all, either y'all smoking that shit or I don't know. Why y'all don't understand English? Why don't y'all understand that? Why don't y'all understand that? So, that was my live today to come in here and tell y'all that y'all need to get out there and vote because it is a serious time right now. There are people in office, not only the presidency, but judges. You all as second class citizens that do not want to see equity and equality in this country. You see what I'm saying? I never wanted equality for me because what's equal to me, you may be below that anyway. And that's to the people that's trying to hold me down. But I do want equity. I do want an even playing field. If the opportunity is out there and I'm trying to go get it, I should not be held down because of the color of my skin or the content of my character. Y'all don't even know what the content of my character is or the content of their character is. Y'all don't even know what Dr. King was talking about when he said that, or you didn't even know why Bayard Rustin was marching and everything. Y'all didn't know what he meant. The content of my character. If what I do behind closed doors affect you, then that is a problem. What are you doing behind closed doors? None of y'all are Jesus, Joseph, or Mary. So I don't understand why what people do behind closed doors and all this kind of stuff, if they are not hurting someone, if they are not murdering someone, if it's not that and they're minding their own business, what does it matter to you? It shouldn't, but that's what y'all worried about. Y'all worried about how a woman take care of her body, how people love on one another and stuff like that. That's not important. But y'all not worried about these cops going out here killing look, I'm trying to support you, but you have me on timeout. God bless. And a 9-volt battery and $5. All right. Well, you have a great boo. Um, you know how you can support me? You can support me by going out there and doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do, and not because of what you feel Trump and MAGA and all this legislations and stuff that's not human rights and all this kind of stuff and talking about sassiness and all that kind of stuff and everything. Worry about you. Worry about you. Whatever you do in your household behind your closed door, worry about you. Let's build, go live together, show, service, support your family. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I have my medals right here. I don't need to show you my decorative services. Oh, I got one of them right. Oh, I just took one off my chest because I was trying to wash my. I'll just show you this one just a little bit. I just took this off because I was going to put it in another shadow box. That's just a little. Yeah. Get into it. All the way up to commendations, multiple achievements, multiple commendations. So, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Y'all stay blessed. Follow me, like, share, subscribe, comment, good, bad, ugly, indifferent. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going. I might go live with you. But I might go live with you the next time that I'm on. I'm gonna try to come on Tuesday nights, whether I'm at work or if I'm not at work, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Around Tuesdays and Thursdays, around this same time, just expect me around this time on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I may, hey, but I might go live. I may go live with you because at the end of the day, we might we just might end up bringing some type of change. If you on one side and I'm on the other side, you have your views, I have my views, and we can just talk about it. I just sent your page, love. Well, thank you. Thank you a lot. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm interested in doing that. I'm actually interested in doing that. Thank you. Hey, I didn't know that y'all can get. Thank you. Y'all show me. I ain't even really know you could do that. I'm just following what YouTube is telling me to do with my lives. Y'all can send me some love or send a little gift or whatever. That's fine. That's fine if y'all want to send a gift or anything like that, and y'all want to support. This is what I do in retirement. I'm doing my news and stuff. I'm getting another degree. The degree is in communications and digital media. So, I'm finna start doing my own blogs, my own news, my own stuff, getting the stories of the community, for the community, what's going on in the community, and things of that nature, and then putting it out there of what's going on. Because that helps me out because I'm getting a paycheck for the rest of my life, you know what I'm saying? And I'm also getting disability for the rest of my life. I'm not going to do nothing that I'm not having fun with. So, y'all have a good night. Make sure that y'all are tuning in to the Democratic National Convention, the Republican National Convention. Listen to all of it. Listen to everything that people have to say and make a judgment. And then you tell me what y'all think. But at the end of the day, we are in a time where there's excitements, there's ups, there's downs, there's highs, there's lows. Make a decision, okay? But make the right decision, what is right, by what y'all say the Bible says is right when it comes. Because y'all know y'all love to bring that Christianity in it, but half y'all ain't living what y'all reading that either. So, with that being said, y'all have a good night. I'm going to go ahead and log off on tonight and then share the live, comment. Like I said, good, bad, ugly, and different. I'm not deleting no comment at all. I don't delete no comment because I want people to see everything that's said, okay? Because out of all your getting, get an understanding.